Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Ariz Agrawal and here we are solving first internal test of data science. So let's start with our first question. First question, consider the term frequency matrix showing the frequency of terms per document where each row represents a document vector and each column represents a term and each entry registers frequency of the term number of occurrence of term tj in document di. Based on this table, calculate following values corresponding to term T6 in a document. So in this question, we have to calculate the TF, IDF and TF IDF of T4 T6, uh, T6 and D4 T6. So to determine the TF or term frequency of D4 T6, we have to first use a formula that is 1 plus log 1 plus log and the frequency of uh, that T6 T4 from the table. So as we can see here, the frequency is 15. We can see that here is the frequency is 15 of D4 and term 6. So we will put the value 15 in this formula and we get the value of the TF. Then we similarly calculate the value of IDF T6, which is the log of 1 plus 5 divided by 3. That is the number of all the number of documents, that is 5 plus 1 and divided by in which that term is present. It is present in 1, 2 and 3 documents. So that's why we have done that 1 plus 5 divided by 3. So in this way we have calculated the IDF of T6, and at last to calculate TF IDF of D4 T6 we have to multiply both of these terms and we will got our answer, that is 0.403. In this way we can simply complete our first question. Now let's move forward to our, but wait a minute, here is another question, that how we can determine if two documents are similar. So to determine the similarity of documents, we can compare the term frequency vectors of the document 1 and document 2 by this formula. That is, we can compare their similarity with the cosine similarity, which is defined as v1 dot v2 divided by modulus of v1 v2. Here where v1 and v2 represent two document vectors. In this way we can simply calculate the similarity between two documents in TF-IDF model. Now let's move forward to our next question, that is question number 2. Consider item set. Here we have given the item set and we have to derive association rule with 50% support and 75% confidence. So to derive this type of association rule, first create we must find L1. L1, that is the frequency of one item. First we will create that table of frequency of one item, that items bread, cheese, juice and milk appears 4 times, 3 times, 4 times and 3 times. So in this way we have created a table of one frequency. Similarly we will create two item sets, or we will call it as L2 or C2, and it will contain the pairs which are contained in our previous in this transactions. So we have created the pairs of bread, cheese, bread, juice, bread, milk, cheese, juice, cheese, milk, juice, milk, and we have counted the occurrence of these in this our transactions. So in this way we created our second two item set table, and at last we will derive some rules from this. First we will discard these types of values which have less support than the required support, and then calculate their we will calculate the confidence of the values of the from the table of item pairs which have greater support than the 50%. So as we calculated the value of bread to juice, we got 3 by 4, which is 75% confidence level, and juice to bread we got 78%, and cheese to juice we got 100%, and juice to cheese we got 70%, which is greater than or equal to our 70 required confidence level. In this way, we have derived some rules from the transactions, that whenever a person buys a juice, he always buys a bread, or whenever a person buys a bread, he always buys a juice, and similar it for juice and cheese. The confidence of these rules is obtained by dividing the support for both items in the rule by the support for the items on the LHS of the rule. Okay, and we have seen that the confidence of four rules are 70%, 70%, 100%, and since all of them have a minimum of 70% confidence, hence they all qualify. So these are our associations rule. Now let's move forward to our next question, that is question number 3. In this question we have to estimate number of winners having Diwali gift vouchers between 1000 rupees and 1500 rupees. So for calculating, for estimating, we have to use, first we will convert this data into cumulative frequencies. To begin with, we have transformed all of the frequencies into cumulative frequencies and have presented the data in the following table. You can see we have presented the table in our following table. Then reposition the origin at 500 and reduce the scale by 500. This will give us the value of the fx for x equals to 0, 1, 3, 5 and 7. So let's determine the number of gift voucher valued under 1500, because we have to find between 1000 and so first we will find under 1500 and under 1000, then we will subtract that value from this value and we will simply get our answer. So in here we are first calculating the gift vouchers that have the values less than 1500. So to solve fx using formula, we got that our 1500, that x equals to 2, and for when we put our value 2 in our Lagrange's formula, we got approximately 12572 value. Then we determine the number of individuals with gift vouchers in specific amount ranges. For example, the number of individuals with a gift voucher values of less than 1500 is, alternatively the number of with gift voucher values less than 1000 is this. So for finding the values, number of individual the gift voucher values ranging from 1000 to 1500, we have simply subtract this value from this and we got our answer, that is 2322. In this way we can easily solve this problem. Now let's move forward to our next question, that is question number 4. In this we have to estimate the question mark figures in following data using delta and e, that is our forward and backward, what we say in. Okay, so now let's move forward and try to solve this. We have to find the value of this and this. So to find, we have 6 values. Fifth difference we obtained has to be a constant. We can clearly see that the we know that we have 6 points which we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 2 unknown points. So in this we can directly put our this formula, we can use our this formula and we can calculate interval of difference, and then we find that the interval of difference is unity, that is increasing by 1 1 2 3, we can see clearly. So that's why we have put that fx equals to 0. Then we have uh, just putting the values in our formula, and we got our answer, that is our f3 will be 27 and f5 will be 125. Here means that here will be our 27 and here will be our 125. As first we have formed a function through which we can find our answer, and then we have simply put the values in that function easily. So in this way we can solve our next question. Now let's move forward to our next question and see how we can solve it. Now our next question is that if f6, we have to find the value of f6, and we have given that data set is our 0 minus 003 1006 2008, where del 3f is constant. We have given that del cube or del 3, we can say fx is constant. So in this way we can easily find our answer, that we have given that 0 1 2 3 have values of minus 3 6 8 and 12. So we can clearly find the value of our del 3x, and this is 9 and it is constant. So by this we can clearly find the value of next f6. We can easily put the value in our formula like this, and we can find the value of our f6, and it is found to be 126. In this way we can easily solve our first internal test, and here we have finished our first internal test. This is the easy solution. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter and other social handles. Thank you. We will meet in our next video.